Hi friends, in our time together today, I'm introducing scale exercise 37 for us to play on our low and high D whistles. That's a lot of scale exercises, but they're so important because each scale exercise enables us to develop certain skills, because as you develop a skill through a scale exercise, you then take that skill and you apply it to a tune, and tunes are easier to play because you have exercised. Now, this scale exercise is an octave jump scale exercise. Yes, I've used some octave jumping in scale exercises before, but this one is a pure octave jump walking up the scale with some repetition to give us some benefit. Now, I'll explain the two primary benefits of this exercise in just a moment. But first, for the exercise, I'm using the Burke Brass Viper Low D, and I'm providing a link at the top of the notes to this video to the page of my website from which you could download the music and tabs for this exercise. And I believe that it's important for me to provide these to you for free. I won't charge for music transcriptions that when I share a tune, and when I make a scale exercise, I'm not going to charge for that. Some of them I'm just begging and borrowing scale exercises, modifying from books. Some of them you guys have shared with me. Some of them, like this one, I just made up because it's so important. Now, this exercise is I'll talk about the importance of it. Then I'll tell you how it's made, and then I'll walk us through it. And then I'll tell you how to use this exercise for your benefit. So, two main benefits of this specific scale exercise. The first is that this scale exercise enables you to work on learning to play octave jumps up the scale of your whistle all the way and all the way down the scale of your whistle, because you encounter these in tunes. You're going to encounter pure octave jump. It's not just from somewhere in the first octave to somewhere in the second octave. This is first octave D, second octave D, first octave E, second octave E. You encounter this in tunes, so why not learn it away from the tune so that when you come to a tune, you could play it more easily. There's nothing worse than being introduced to a tune and not being able to execute a skill in learning the tune. I hate to have to stop learning a tune to go and learn a skill. I want those skills learned so that when I come to a tune, learning the tune's easier, right? I know you want that too. So that's one of the reasons a scale exercise is so important. It teaches us how to make an octave jump. Now, you make octave jumps in fast tunes and slow tunes, and I'm going to tell you in the how to use this exercise, I'm going to tell you how to use the exercise for your benefit in both of those types of tunes. Secondly, another benefit of this exercise is we talk about needing to learn the breath speed, the breath pressure that enables us to break from one octave to the next. Like if I play the first octave E and I just increase my breath speed, then I'm going to break into the second octave E. Just start blowing a little faster, a little harder, whatever terms you want to use, and I break it. But I don't want a tune to sound like that. I want the tune to be, I want it to be cleaner. And I used an ornament there to differentiate on the entry. A light tonguing is an ornament. So you could, that was a bad example. Because my finger kind of missed the hole and on doing a cut entry there, and I squeaked. Happens, doesn't it? So, but a goal in a slower tune is to be able to do that really smoothly. So anyway, let me walk us through the exercise. And this exercise is built this way. Each note is going to be a bounce from the first octave to the second, down to the first octave to the second, first octave to the second, and then hold that second, and then walk up a note. It's going to go like this. Is the whole exercise. That's it. As hard and as easy as it is. And yes, you can also do this starting on the G. But remember, you're going to need to use the C natural. And here's where it gets interesting. If you're doing the G, it won't be as long because you're starting on the G. Now, here's where it gets complicated. You could go C natural, C natural, C natural, C natural, or why don't you just half hole the first hole? So that works well too. So you could do it on with 2 sharps and with 1 sharp. Great scale exercise. Like I said, it's going to teach you to do octave jumps away from tunes so that when you come to a tune, you could do it. It's going to teach you to play those higher notes. It's going to teach you more about the breath speed, pressure, whatever word you want to use to make that octave jump up and to make the octave jump down. Now, let me tell you some of the ways to use this for your benefit. One way is learn to make these cleanly. So take your time. I had just a little movement into that second octave. And if you find you want to, add like a light tongue to it so that you get a cleaner start to that other octave. And if you think about how your tongue moves on a light tonguing, you can make that same motion without doing the tonguing, and that often enables you to make the octave jump. Little trick there. See, I wasn't tonguing, but I was using the same kind of mouth-tongue movement, which actually changes kind of on the fly that airspeed focus. So anyway, that'll help you too. Now, another way to do it is, okay, you're thinking you're playing a slow tune. You want to be able to move smoothly between the octaves, and that's why that first description of do this smoothly, that will help you with your ability to approach a slow tune and make a clean, smooth octave jump. Secondly, use this, you get a lot of fast tunes. So, use this as a bouncy thing. And throw some ornaments in, because you want to do that in a faster tune, right? And when you're doing the smooth, slow, throw in some other ornaments. Throw in some vibrato. The things you do in tunes with octave jumps, do those in the exercise with octave jumps. Slowly and smoothly for a slow tune. Quickly for a fast bouncy tune and bounce with it. Pick up the pace as you're going through the octave jump. And see how quickly you could go. And that helps as well, because you're going to get fast tunes with octave jumps, and you need to be able to go second octave first, first second. And you've got to do that quickly. So this is so helpful for you in doing that. And when I say that, throw in some other ornamentation. You know, I've given you a repeat note there. That just experiment with some ornamentation between the jumps. Throw a slide in, throw a tap in, throw a cut in, throw in some vibrato and hold the note. And then you get those repeated notes on the second octave or on the lower octave on the walk down. Ornament it. Put a roll in there. Put a cut in. Do some vibrato. Do something else there. Get creative. You see, scale exercises are meant for us, one, to learn to use and play the exercise cleanly. Two, to learn to mess around with it so that you could do both of those skills of ornamentation, expression, speed, slow speed, fast speed, octave jumps apart from tunes, so that when you get to a tune, you're not learning it then because you've already learned it. That's why these are so helpful. My friends, I hope this is helpful for you. Please go through this. Use this for your own skill development. So important. If the video is helpful for you, please like it. If you have friends learning the whistle, like I said, seriously, share this exercise with them. Share my website with them. If you're brand new and checking us out because of the exercise, subscribe and join our community of folks learning the whistle together. It's such a wonderful group of folks. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, my friends.